Hi everyone, we wanted to put together a quick video to show how to assemble one of your slides once you receive it using a slide completion kit purchased from Sig Sauer or any other manufacturer. Our slides do use the latest version parts as well as the latest version extractor and striker. Our slides will take the older version striker, but we do recommend that you use the latest version as the latest version has some improvements over the older version. First things first, the extractor is the only part that is not backwards compatible. Let's go ahead and zoom in here so we can see the extractor. The extractor is this portion. You can see here it has a hook near the center pivot pin. That hook portion that comes off will let you know that you have the latest version extractor. If you have an older version extractor, that portion would be rounded and would not have that hooked portion. Alright, if you purchase your slide completion kit from Sig Sauer, it most likely came in one bag and all the parts mixed together. So let's go over what the individual parts are. Here we have the extractor. We have the extractor spring, which is a short fat one. We have the dampener, and we have the roll pin. You have your back plate, your striker, striker safety, and the long skinny spring, which is your striker safety spring. Everything is pretty straightforward. The biggest thing that changed was the striker install method, but we'll go over the whole install process here just so everybody has all the info. First, you're going to stick the orange dampener into the spring. You're going to hold the slide with the extractor portion facing up, the slot right there in the center. You're going to stick the spring and dampener into the rear of that slot so it rests like that. You're going to hook the front of the extractor into the slide and rest the rear on that spring. As you press the rear of the extractor down flush with the slide, that opening will open up and allow the roll pin to be inserted. You will want to insert the roll pin top down so that it sits flush with the bottom of the optic cut so that your optic sits flush. You will need to hold the slide and extractor with a vise or a second set of hands while you drive that in place. The real tricky portion is going to be the striker install. So we will start with the striker safety. We're going to rest the spring on the opening at the top of the striker safety, like so. You will hold the slide in the same manner as you did with installing the extractor, with the extractor portion facing up. You have this large opening at the rear. We're going to insert that with the spring facing up so that it stays in place. Once you insert that in there, you will want to ensure that it has spring tension and that the spring has not fallen out. Here you can insert the striker into its main slot, which will hold the striker safety in place. Okay. At this point, we are going to use our thumb to depress the striker safety while using our finger to push this right side tab of the striker housing into the center channel here with this silver portion. It does not need to go all the way down. You just need it to drop into that slot. So we're going to do that right now. Push with our thumb, drop with your pointer finger that striker housing into place. At this point, we can take the back plate and stick that between our finger and the striker and slide it all the way up. This will give you an assembled slide ready to install. Next, you will need to, if you plan to install the slide, I would recommend lubricating the slide rails as well as the chamber area, the long portions here, and on the other side as well, through here and the rail portion on both sides.